Hello everybody, hope you're doing marvellously well. We're going to talk about these. You've been asking the last couple of weeks. These are the Cali Audio LP6s. They're 6.5-inch drivers, they're a fully powered monitor, and they're only $299 for the pair. And we're going to be giving a pair away. So, when I went to the first listening event that they had it at the Village a few months ago, and it was the prototypes of these. The designer there is an ex-JBL designer. In fact, the company is staffed by ex-JBL employees, and they left and started their own company. So my hat's off to them. JBL had quite a big solid foothold in the inexpensive speakers, and these have somewhat of that. What do I mean by that? Well, they have a great low end, which for a small speaker and in a small studio is a really, really important thing. So for me, I've now got references. I've got my little baby Genelecs, I've got my little iLouds, I've got my Genelec 1032s where I live most of the time. And I've got new speakers, other bigger speakers coming, more to be revealed soon. But what I like about these is it gives me a really great benchmark test as to what a lot of people are listening through. And they sound great. Anyway, this is what I did. And it's not going to come on camera. It's going to be because it's Bohemian Rhapsody. Really great low end for a little speaker. That bass is singing. Really great, really love them. Just for those people that always ask. Now, these stands are specifically made to go on top of this console. It's a company that makes these stands. I'm blanking on names, sorry if I can't remember you. But these are designed and they go on top of the SSL. Now, on top of this, and because people ask me all the time, is a rubber mat. So the speakers are actually sitting on a rubber mat on top of this. Plus, I believe these have little feet as well. But the reality is that this is especially designed for this console with a rubber mat, which is why this room sounds good, why the speakers, I should say, sound good in that area. Really, really impressed. Great, great speakers. The best thing about them is they're totally affordable and we can get behind really good sounding affordable speakers. For a second pair of monitors for many professionals out there, this will be a really, really good check, especially for the low end because they have such a good low end. But also I think if you're just starting and you want an alternative to always working on headphones, $299 is an easy thing for me to get behind. A decent pair of headphones is $299. So it's a great way to get a really good sounding speaker at a really good sounding price. So I've got my miniature lighting rig. I'm using my iPhone. Okay, so here there's some great settings. They're making it pretty idiot proof, which is good for idiots like me. So they're telling you the distance from the back wall, how they suggest you would set it up, which I think is like, you know, more than 0.5 of a meter, under 0.5 of a meter, etc. Right up against the wall, it's got some settings here. On top of a console, see what it's suggesting here. It's 2 up for on top of the console on there. And then there's a plus or minus dB. There's a neutral setting, plus dB setting. And then the reverse. So it's basically a high and low pass, I suppose, is the best way of thinking about it. So low frequency trim, high frequency trim. Very nice, so high pass and low pass. And then if you want, you can also, of course, use an RCA input as well for a home studio. We've come in, of course, on XLRs, but if you've got a home studio, you can go in on RCA inputs there. There's also, it looks like a TRS input as well. There's a separate volume control here. I have it cranking because I've got these big, 1032s here. But look, this is a really well-made unit. I'm very impressed. Designed and engineered in California, built in China, but at $299 for the pair. I keep mentioning that price. The reason why I keep mentioning the price is because they are really, really good, and I'm very, very happy. Powered speakers for that price that sound good is a big, big deal. They've got great reviews. You can read all the great reviews everywhere. People are loving this. And I like how they make it idiot-proofs for idiots like me, so you can set it up. In my room, because I have a console, there's usually like a little bit of a low build-up, or about 100, 150. That's very, very typical. We had the room rung out before when Genelec came in and did it, and there's like a little bump in that area. However, I am used to it. It's a tiny bump, and I mix around it. I know how things sound. But you know, if you're not using a console, you might not get that particular effect. The sound bounces off the console. You might not have that problem. So don't forget to enter to win a pair of these beautiful speakers. Thank you, Kelly, for letting us have these speakers to give away, and the fact that you made something really affordable and that sounds great. This is really fantastic. We love championing this kind of stuff. This is really, really important that manufacturers make equipment that's going to help you make music. So thank you ever so much. Have a marvelous time recording and mixing. Don't forget to enter the giveaway somewhere around about here or there or there or whatever. Have a marvelous time recording and mixing.